Hello and welcome to another episode of Making Diablo clone in Lisp. So today we're going to be picking off right where we dropped it the last Saturday. But before this, there are some news. So as you might or might not know, there is Lisp Game Jam underway. So it started like on Thursday, I think. And again, there might be some off by 1 year or something. But anyway, so if you want to try your Lisp powers in game dev or to try Lisp, I urge you to partake in this competition. It takes like a little bit more than a week, so it ends the next Monday. I mean the Monday after the next. So yeah, there is. I will post the link below. I think you can see the link right now if you look below on the platform where you're watching this video. And yeah, there is some links to. I've posted the link to the competition itself. It takes place on itch.io, which is the #1 platform for game jams. And then there is some Lisp Game Jam wiki where you can find all of the information to head start and start making games in dialects of Lisp. So again, I urge you to try, to try yourself and make some game in Lisp, just as we're doing right now. Okay, so I will be picking where I left, and yeah, there would be items. I hope I will finish them at some point at least. So yeah, let's see, where have I stopped it last week. So I reckon I did some alterations to this new actions mechanic, and now I just need to. Okay, that's hard to make two things at once. So now I just have to rewrite the parts of an item system to use this new actions thing. And I think I already started, so let's see. I've created, oh yeah, so the last time I've created a Sparse Matrix which holds all of the items that are present in the game except the ones that are in some inventory, let's say in player inventory. The convention I'm using, the convention with myself I'm using in the game is that if the item entity has the coordinate component, this means that this item is laying on the ground, and if it does not have such a component, it means that it is in some inventory, basically in player's inventory, but there could be some differences. Right, so now I have this sparse matrix. Let's just see where I set it. Yeah, so I set it here with coordinate. Oh, but that's only if I do have a coordinate. Coordinate entity. Oh yeah, that's the condition. So it is all fine. I guess I could just give me a sec. No, okay, that's just fine. Right. So if it is laying on the ground, then I put it into this map. And where do I use it? Also, so that's all, I think. Oh yeah, and I got this helper with some awful debug printing, which I should remove, I think. That's why table what? So was it? Oh yeah, I think there was some issues with the coordinates, maybe. So I think that's this debug output. Yeah, that should be 6.5. And then, so these two integers are the coordinates, which I am checking for the item existence. And that's basically where my character goes. And then I print, what do I print? Yeah, and then I just look at this map and see what is there. Right, so I take this X and Y, but that's weird. Let's look. Yeah, so I'm getting the X and Y 6 and 6, and then I'm looking at 5 and 5. Oh yeah, that means that I have only item, the only item which is entity 0. How that come to be? Let me just quickly look at the components. How do I look at the components anyway? God damn it. So the components. Alright. As component P, I guess. Yeah, as component P, and then the system and entity. So let's say item system, and then 0 as this entity. Oh, oops. Okay. Continue. So this should be the keyword, obviously. So I'm starting to forget the code I wrote. That's a bad sign. No. Okay. That means that well, that entity 0 is not actually an item. That's weird. So what it is anyway? Does it have some coordinate? No. Okay, this is creeping me out. So what is this 0 thing? Oh, wait a sec. That's not the entity. That's the index into the this sparse matrix. So it's seemingly all right. Indices. Right, and then I just have to look at sparse matrix itself. I just have to quickly remember its structure. Yeah, array. So I have to look at sparse matrix array. Okay, and then the line again. So oops. Let's do here and let's look at sparse matrix array. Oh, this thing, this item map. All right. Okay, so the first, I mean the 0th, if you start from the 0 element of this sparse matrix, is 21, which should be this item. Let's just quickly check. So as component P item 21. Yep, true. So that's our item. Okay, so 5 and 5. And where are we looking at? So I guess where I click is the coordinates to look. 8, 6, 6, 6, and then this one 5, 6. Okay, that's weird. 5, 5. So here we get it. So if I move, but if I move the cursor a bit here, it's still 5, 5. Okay. And then if I move it slightly towards the center of that tile, it gets 6, 5. That's not very good, but I guess that's another issue, and it's big, by the way. That's just the matter of properly handling the coordinates and properly, well, rounding them. So I will address this big issue later, but for now, if I just click at the upper left corner of the tile, it's all fine. So I get this item. Here it is, item 21. So this is fine. I guess I will. Yeah, I'm just like this yellow dog from the internet meme. This is fine. Alright, so yeah, this is fine. It is, it really is. Right, so what do I need to do now? I think I have to go to player system and do some changes here. So yeah, I already column that here to just determine how to target player, or, well, that's not a very good name, but then again, I'm very bad at naming things in my programs. So I got the item, right, and I have to do something about it. So I guess what I can do there is just to create this item pickup action, which I guess I already write some code for. So what does it do? We got the entity, then we got the current x, current y current. I mean entities. Okay, what is hogging my hard drive? Just give me a sec. I will just look at iTop. Yeah, damn it. Because something is definitely... Oh yeah, that's the cron. Of course it is cron. How convenient. So I'm sorry for this technical difficulties. I think it should be fine by now. Right, let me just quickly check. Just quick check. Yeah, I guess I'm fine. Alright, where was I? So I have to create this action which does, what does it do? Entity, what is an entity? It should be, so current x and current y are the coordinates of the, that's not very good. So let's see, action and target, and then track action. So target is the item, okay? And then entity is action entity of an action. What is an action entity? Oh yeah, I reckon so okay, let's look back at my actions API. So I reckon every action is bound to some entity. Yeah, it is. So in my case it is bound to player, right? So this entity is player, and current x and current y are the coordinates of the player. Alright, so then I check Euclidean distance. If that's less than, I mean, if that's more than item pickup range, I just, what do I do? Wait a sec. I think it has the reverse logic, it should be less. So if this, right, so if the distance is less than pickup range, then we just do pickup, okay? And then if it is more, it means that we are still too far away. And then, oh yeah, okay. So the thing is, I'm creating on the initialization of this item pickup action, I'm creating tracking action for the very same player entity and with the target of this target. Right. Okay, and so then here I'm checking if the index valid of this, I mean the item action child, which should be tracking action, and if it's not valid, it means that it has stopped for some reason. For instance, something crossed the character's path and it was forced to stop. But then and then we just have to stop doing this altogether. We just stop picking up an item because, well, we can't. Right, so I think it has all of the things it should have. And then this pickup item, oh yeah, that's very old code. I will just leave it be as it is for some time, I think. I mean, it works, but yeah, it's kinda terrible. Yeah, and I think what I have to do also here is just to stop this current item. So let's just look, for instance, at character system, and let's look at tracking action, for instance. Right, so tracking action, so here, yeah, we reach the destination, and at that point, blah blah blah, we just delete action, the current action. So I'm going to do the same here. Yeah, unfortunately it means program, but anyway, so we pick up an item. So I think first of all we should stop this action and then pick up an item. Actually do that. So yeah, that's it. And I think that's pretty much it. So let's just add the creation of this new pickup item action here. So instead of just doing the bug print, what do? We make item pickup action with an entity of player entity and with no parent and with target of that item. Yep, that's it. So without further ado, let's just try it. So let's go somewhere here and then just walk towards that. Yeah, it almost worked. Okay, cool. At least this code path is triggered. So let's look at what is happening here. Yeah, so we called pickup item. That's cool. So what happened here? Components -2 minus. Yeah, so for some reason we have -2 as some indices. Why have that happened? So we called pickup item with the item of 12, which is weird. Oh, wait a sec. I think I have wrapped around the item and the entity trying to pick it up. I mean, the player. So let's look at item system. Yeah, sure. Pickup item entity. It should be not entity, but a target. Do I have that? Yeah, I think I have a target variable here. Okay, so now I will just have to stop this because I have an error and for some reason I don't have nice restarts here to just skip it. That's weird that I don't have the life support. Oh yeah, that's not weird at all. I don't have life support restart here because life support only works for the things from REPL, and I haven't done this in REPL. Yeah, and that means that probably I have to add some restart for the event handling or something. So what was that? Let me just quickly look at this stack. So we call start engine, blah blah blah. Then what was that? Wait, grasp it. Resolve pointer, blah 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 blah. Looks like maybe main func or something. So then, yeah, here it is, argcrv. So that's the main func, and then game loop, and then in game loop we called process actions. I see. Game loop. Yeah. So let me just make a quick reminder for future to do something here. So here we were in game loop. Here we go. And I am calling this recursively, am I? Oh no, that's another function. So that's run engine. Okay. So in game loop, I just have an actual loop here. I wonder if I can make loop undo shorter, like with some label or something. But yeah, anyway. So what I wanted to do here, yeah, exactly, restart to continue the loop. That's precisely what I'm trying to type here. Oops. Start to continue loop like from the so what I want to do here is restart to stop current loop iteration and just jump to the next one, like nothing happened. So perhaps that, yeah, that might be usable. So restart to continue loop from the next iteration. Alright. So let's just restart the game then. Alright. So here it is, and let's just try and pick it up. Wow, so it happened, hadn't it? That's cool. So let me just start anew. So what if I went here and then changed my main? So yeah, that works. That's awesome. I'll just try and click here and then. Yeah, okay, cool, that works. Yeah, right. Oh, not very good. Let's see. I think it has something to do with my proximity to the items, so my character was basically on the same tile as the item, so I think that's the problem here. What happened? We called target player, from that we called make item pickup action, then we called initialize action with the one that's item pickup. So that's the constructor. And on that we called make track action, and then method initialize action in track. So what happened here? Index 11 minus 2. I wonder what that index is. And you start on 1. Huh. Initialize actions. Let's look at character system. Initialize action. Initialize action for the track. So there was some unused argument, I guess type, and then the action, which was 1, if I recall correctly. So let's look, yeah, here. Yeah, okay, it's not very usable right now. So the action was 1. Then we got an entity, which was the player. Let's track action with coordinate of that entity, then with coordinate of a target. So what was the target? There is no such variable for some reason. Weird. But I got an entity which is 25, which is, I guess, the player's entity. Let's just switch to slide for a second. Player entity. Right, so player entity is 25 indeed. Action 1. So then some storage, some systems. Let's coordinate system twice. That's weird. Right. So what happened here? Oh, and I also had some debug texts here, which I guess I don't really need right now. No, but they don't make anything evil here. So my guess would be that for some reason target was -2. But then again, how has that happened? Okay, so I'm going just to print here, or just format, oh, damn it, the target. Right, and I would have to restart the game and just look at what is happening there. So my guess that the target is just -2, which is my negative, like kinda invalid index. So the idea was that I was basically missing tile here. No. So let me just God damn it. So yeah, the coordinates really need some another polishing. Oh, god damn it. Oh, okay, so it is this bug again. And we have target at 21, which is totally fine. But then again, I'm in initialize action and I got -2 as some index. Weird. That's weird. So let's maybe try and recompile all of this stuff with the maximum debug settings. Let's just go as the file. Yeah, I already have. Oh, I do have debug at 3 and safety at 3. I guess, at least I think I have. The bad thing is you can't look at current optimization settings in SBCL, so I'll have to just delete it. Okay, so let me just remove my fossils. So that would be, yeah, like that. Yeah, precisely like that. And then restart my Lisp and try it again. So I'll just quick load it, which will trigger compilation, and hopefully it will compile with extra debug and safety settings. And hopefully I will have a look at some local variables. Okay, ready to use. Cool. Let's switch to that and try the demo. Give me a sec. I think I have my. Oh yeah. It's my volume is at ideal level. Okay, so let's try and trigger that again. Yep, here we go. So what the heck is happening here? No, I still don't have any local variables except this index 11. So let's maybe have a look at how does that macro expand. So perhaps I should call something like macro expand all. Slide macro expand all, yeah. That will take a while, and here we go. So what was it? Index 11. So let's look. Index 11. Oh, it's a bit slow. And no, I can't see any index 11 here. So obviously you can't have two macro expansions which are the same. Crap. Okay, just please stop. Can you just, okay, right. So what is happening here? I think I might be messing with some indices for actions. So here track and action is 1. Let's just have a look at the actions array. Actions. So that was 1. index. So index is the index in the local array, and then type. So we have item pickup and track, which is kind of right. So like the action with index 0 is item pickup, and then the action with index 1 is track. That's right. And then we have some entities, so both belong to the same entity, which should be player entity. Entities. And the parent, so this does not have a parent, this have 0 as parent, so this item pickup. And then we have a child, the back reference, so this one has as a child this one, which is 1, and the track action does not have any child yet. So let's look at track in action. What is happening here? Track actions. So we have two fields for tracking actions, target and target distance. So I'm not really interested in target distance, and I have 21 as the target for that first tracking action. So everything is kind of fine. Where is -2 coming from? I can't quite grasp it. So, well, -2. And it's even in 2 places, which is weird. So this can only happen if I'm trying to take the coordinate of some entity which does not have a coordinate. I mean, that's the only logical explanation here. So let's just look entity and target. So my entity is 12, the player, and then my target is 21, the item, which is kind of fun. They're kind of mirrored. So, does my character has component which is coordinate 12? It does, which it should. And then let's look at 21. And it does not. Okay, so that is my problem. How does that happen? Yeah, that's really weird. So is it even the item? Oh, it's not even the item. So what it is then? Well, let's have a look at entities, or I don't know if I can really have a nice look at those. Let's go in entities and see what we can look at. Discount. So let's look at this. Discount 31, and then entities allocated. Wow. Deleted entities. Let's look at that. Deleted entities. Yeah, right, and I'm having 21 as the last deleted entity here. So right, my guess is that this item entity was deleted because I think I have picked it up. I mean, my character has. And then I've tried to access it again. And I think I have to make it some sort of canary value or something. I mean to better debug these types of errors where I'm trying to access some entity which is already deleted. I mean, this is fine, this index thing, but it's not looking very nice. So how do I do it better? I mean, sometimes I miss C++ because in C++ you can have some part of the code work only on debug system. I mean, only when you have debug settings on. And I kinda miss that in common Lisp because you can set kinda high safety or high debug settings, but you can't really access those. But I guess I had some comment here with a link about changeable levels. Let me just have a look at this. So I reckon it was something written by Rainer Joswick. And yeah, what was that? Recommendation of nice, yeah, it doesn't work because safety value needs to be numbers, right? But this works using real-time evaluation. Where optimize? Okay. Alright. Okay, so I think I might kinda emulate this kind of C++ behavior using this trick by having some global variable and then just looking at it. Yeah, I guess I will do that later, but not now. So what do I wanna... Yeah, I want just to have a quick look at this macro, which does the access. It would be in components, so it was like with something macro. Yeah, this one with... Right, that one. Right, so I think I can have some sort of safety net here. But then again, that there was not the problem. Yeah, I still have to put here some reminder for the future. So I want to check if index is valid in debug mode. And we'll throw some error. But what I wanted to do also was to have the better diagnostic for these accessing deleted entities kind of errors. How can I have that? So it was deleted. So I have this delete component, and I guess I should have delete entity somewhere. I think it will be entities. Yeah, delete entity. And I do some manipulation with parent-child relationship. Then I again something like that. Then I delete all the actions. Then I issue the event. And then I just go through all of these systems and just remove the corresponding components. Right. So the question here is, can I distinguish just deleted component from a whole deleted entity? That's kind of an interesting question. So, well, I can totally, I mean manually, I totally can do that. I can just like I did right now, I can just look at deleted entities array and just have it there. But can I make it kind of... Yeah, I guess it should go in the very same place here. And also check if it was deleted. Right. So that's something for a future to make some goodies. But right now, what do I want to do? Yeah, right. So the problem was that, wow, that's a lot of, yeah, okay. So let's just go here in item system. So the thing is, right, so the thing is I've picked up the, oh, no, that's not the... Alright, let's just have some debug printing here. So let's just say that it was going to do delete action for item pickup. and then after that we are going to pick it up. And that's that. So this really shouldn't be happening, because in delete action it should also remove, delete the tracking action, which, and after that that thing shouldn't be happening, the one with this negative index. Yeah, right. Oh, I'm not closed. Oh yeah. Right. So give me just a minute. That's just too cold here, and I think I just hadn't closed my window when I get changed. So just a minute. Alright, that's better. So, where was I? Right, so I've added some debug printing, and this should give some insight about this error. Oh, come on. Yeah, here we go. Right, come on. Yeah, here we go. So here's the item, and let's get closer to that. Oh, so okay, I have picked it up, and it worked. So the bug wasn't triggered as of yet. What? Okay, that was weird. My coordinate calculations really can take some polish. Right, here we go. So now I think I will trigger the bug. Yep, here we go. Okay, and now I'm just... I think I've messed up the debug login. So, what is this target equals? I can't quite remember having that debug line somewhere. So it was target equals... Oh, it's in character system and initialize action for the tracking. So why? Oh, so now we're trying to initialize tracking again. And I think this is because of that weird bug where Allegro sends several events for like mouse click. Right, I think I got it. Oh, now I know how to fix it properly. So the thing is, I was not removing that item from this map when it was picked up, and I think I very much should. Right, so somewhere here, I think maybe right at the start. So I should do something on the reverse for something like that. So I guess it should have the coordinate by that moment. I can just go with that. I mean, do I have the coordinate here? Oh, I'm not even referring to that. Okay. Anyway, I mean, I will refactor this atrocity at some point, I think. Right, the map system. how was that even working here? Yeah, I've had item system because it was the method of an item system. So now I should go with global variable, like that. System. What is system parameter in this macro? System instance. Oh yeah, I don't have. Oh, wait a sec. I should go with the instance. Yeah, I can even do that, I think, with that very versatile macro. So, with coordinate, consider character size. How can I okay, I can consider character size there. Alright. So that's that. Yeah, so I have to set it back to like no. And the thing is that by having this design, I can't have more than one item in like one tile. Yeah, so for now I will leave it be, but later, oh yeah, okay, I should definitely note that. Using this design, and we have one item per tile. I should do something about the coordinates. Right. Okay. So where was I? Yeah, I should set it to no, I guess. I mean, would that work for Sparse Matrix? So what does it? Yeah, so it has global vector. I guess this would do the trick. I mean, how my itemat is working? Oh yeah, I just returned the value. So let's go with layer system. Yeah, I'm checking it via iflat. So I think it is all fine. And yeah, I finally can test it. Right, so now when the item is picked up, the first thing that we do in picking up function, we just remove it from that map, which means even though there would be more triggers of that action, they won't error like previously. Alright, let's just go here. Okay, and then just try and grab that thing. For crap's sakes, how does that happen? Oh yeah, that's because we are even trying to operate on deleted item. No, I don't get it. This shouldn't be. So we are in target player and we are making this pickup. Oh yeah, I think I haven't recompiled the pickup item function. Yeah, my bad. Totally my bad. Here. Oh yeah, one warning. Find entity. Right, so this should be item entity. Okay, cool. So let's try it. Now it should work. Now I most definitely am removing that item when it is picked up. Alright, just go here, please. Okay, and now I'm picking it up. Yay, cool. So it works. Okay, awesome. That's awesome. So, I guess I can strike out some to-dos here. So, make item become action, blah 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 blah, quick when hovering an item. Yeah, that's pretty much done. Oops, done. Right, so let me just have one more look. So new X. Yeah, and that's when the player is clicking there. Alright, cool. So now I think I can make some more stuff. So the star thing, right. So this last to do is just purely eye candy, and that's just for, well, for a show. But then this one, I think this I should do this. So this is about highlighting an item. Alright. So instead here in my where was it? Yeah, in the system draw for the item system, I'm just going through all of the items. I also have to prevent text overlap for those items somehow. Anyway, I'm just going through all of the items and just drawing the texts for all of them. And I want to, in this to do, I want just to draw them when hovering over the item. Right, so perhaps I can move that code to a player system, but then again, this would be too much. I mean, even in player system, I have this code for drawing the mob's text over the mob. Yeah, that one, draw mob health bar. And I think this also might go as well to mob system, but I'm operating here some internal state of a player system. So I guess I can just make some helpers in mob system and use them from here. Yeah, I totally could. So again, I will leave a to-do here. Move that code to mob system. I mean, mob system is quite small as of now. I mean, it's incredibly small, so a bit more of a code can go here easily. It does not even have the system draw method, so well, it definitely can has one. Right, so I will move that, and also I think, well, if I'm here, I can also draw the item. Okay, so I think I can start with the item system to outline this design with helper functions. And boy, this is a large cloud there. I think there would be a big rain. Okay, so the helpers. Right. The helpers. Okay, I will just start from here. First of all, I need the position of the mouse cursor. So I think I should have it somewhere here. First, system mouse first. When, yeah, character under cursor. Oh, it turns out I do have some helper here. Yeah, that one, which I wanted to re-implement. Alright. Okay. So I think I want just to have similar helper. Cursor map X. So where does that come from? Alright. So yeah, I will start right here. So I do have this cursor map X and cursor map Y, which should be, I guess, floats. Let's look at that. Yeah, I think there are floats. Right, so what I want to do here, I want to know if there is indeed some item under the cursor, and if it is, I want to draw it, only in that case. Right, so I think I can even omit the system draw for an item system, just keep it as a helper function in item system or whatever. Yeah, just factor out this code. Right, so okay. Oh, and I do even have some separate renderer function here with priority 10,000. Okay, so I think I want some code similar to this. So something like what? Yeah, come on. Item, which is item under item at. So I used that here, but I used it with round. Okay. Item at round, and then man, I'm thinking that's kind of a big change, and I'm just imagining how I would be committing all of this change, because I haven't committed any new code for quite a while, for a couple of weeks I think, or even more. So yeah, there would be some awfully large commits. Yeah. Okay, so round of this thing. And cursor map Y. Come on, cursor map Y. Right, so when we do have this item, we want to kind of draw it. Right, so here, let me just have a look at the player system. I'm just thinking about, would I be able to like make distinct focused commits with that, or would that be totally intertwined? Yeah, so I think I'm fine with player system. It's kind of separate thing here. Yeah, okay. Right. Where was I? Oh, yeah, okay. Here. Here, and yeah, I wanted to factor out item drawing. Right. I think I need some sugar boost right now. Sorry. Oh, that shit is good. Okay, I have some spam in the chat. How have I missed that one? Okay. Right. So, factor out this thing. So this would be some function which I would name. Oh god, I'm so bad with naming. Something like draw item or item draw. Okay, I have it differently throughout the code. So sometimes I have the verb in the first place and the noun at second. And sometimes vice versa, I have noun first. So how do I... Yeah, so there's drop item and pickup item. But then the action is item pickup. So how do I even... crap. Let's perhaps name it like those pickup item and drop item. Yeah, something like draw item. But yeah, I totally should have to think about making them kinda more in line, more similar. So yeah, I guess I only need item entity as the parameter. And it's not even the item drawing per se, it's just drawing the text for an item. So I think I will name it something like draw item text. Yeah, that makes sense. And the thing is, I would be able to call that for all of the items within the screen at least when some corresponding key is pressed. In Diablo it was Alt. So, well, yeah. So this will do me good. Okay. And should I leave the visibility check here? I guess I maybe should. So yeah, but right now in my current use case, that thing would always be visible. So this is not making much of a sense. And in the other use case, when the Alt is pressed, I guess I would have to just check it manually in the loop. So yeah, I guess I will leave it out. Right. So I can just go with render. Type, yeah, where is type coming from? And then X and Y. Yeah, it's screen coordinate, has component coordinate. And that's also extra check here. Right? Yeah, right. So with item. So I think I should call, so the type is going from the item component. Yeah, right. Type, here it is. So with item, with entity, item, entity, and oh yeah, no, sorry, it should be used like that. So with this item, we then, what do we do then? Then we just get its coordinate, I mean the visible coordinate on the screen. And then we call the render with those variables let bound. Right. I think I can just do something like that. Yeah, let's do that. And then we have this lambda with this helpful to do. So I think it just goes without a change. So just like that, we have a text to capitalize this string. Yeah, should we even capitalize it? Yeah, anyway. We substitute space for dash for space. Then we calculate the width using the large font. We draw the rectangle and we draw the text. I also might need to unhard code those colors at some point, but yeah, anyway, later. Alright, and then I can just leave out, system draw totally. And for that I would have to restart Lisp image, because, well, a method. Alright. Well, I think I can just call something like remove method or something, but yeah, I'm too lazy to bother. So that's my draw item text function. Alright, I think I can even make it into the inline function, because yeah, let's just look at its disassembly with full optimization. Let's just optimize it with safety 3, safety 0, debug 0 compilation speed. Come on, compilation speed 0 and what was it? Space? Yeah, space 0. Oh, that's a lot of warnings. Oh yeah, I don't have the renderer. Oh crap. Oh crap. So can I... do I have it here? Oh yeah, I'm in system draw, so I guess I can have it here. So draw item text, item entity renderer. Here we go. Okay, what's that? Entity, yeah, item entity instead of entity. So what now? God damn it. 22 nodes, wow. First to generic plus name of the index number arithmetic because no. I guess I should have some nicer type definitions on those macroses of mine. First, oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's just look at this assembly. I guess it should be hideous. Come on, text. Right, so there should be this lambda as the separate body, and then, oh yeah, it's not here, so it is just array, which is for the renderer, I guess. Right? Is my renderer a global array? Or... oh yeah, my renderer is priority queue, which is based on the... no, it's based on the array... wait a second. Oh, it's based on simple vector. Right, so we're calling it just array here for some reason. Yeah, because of priority queue push, which we are calling in render. Right, so there is not even a lambda here, which does this drawing, but this is a lot of some awkward arithmetic manipulations. Yeah, very awkward. I really should optimize those at some point. So, yeah, I will leave it non-inline. So first of all, I will compile that. So now it compiles without warnings. Happily. So, blah blah blah. Yeah, I guess I should restart. Okay, can I remove method somehow? Oh, I can remove method, but I'm very bad at specializing those. So how do I... okay, I guess Google time. So from Lisp, remove method. Are there any nice examples in CLHS? No, they're not. My method. Okay. Remove one method. Yeah, that's just what I want to do. X expects a generic function object and a method object as arguments. One can find the method via find method. Okay. Oh, right. I can do that. So here the generic function is system job, and then the method is find method for this system job, and then first round first class. Okay, so those are the arguments, right? So arguments would be find class item system, and then find class T, right? Right. Oops. So how, okay, let's look at this find method. Why there is, so what arguments does it expect? Qualifiers, specialize, oh yeah, okay, so nil as the qualifiers, and then specializers, those ones, right? Right, item system, yeah, okay. And so now I can remove method, system draw, that one. Yay! So what happens if I do that again? Because we won. Oh, I guess I wouldn't be able to find it, right? Yep. There is no method on system draw with no qualifiers and specializers item system. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to achieve here. Let's try this. Let's try this. So let's work as it is. So let's see if that still, oops, draw, demo. Let's see if that still works. Right, so it works. There is no text here. That's cool. So now, I guess... yeah, so now I just have to draw it when the cursor is on top of it. So, draw item text, item, and render. And that's it, I think. Let's have a look. I wonder if that would work from the first time. So, nope. Oh, yeah, here we go. So because of weird coordinate arithmetic, it is not drawn when the cursor is here, but if I move it like in this angle in top left, it works. So it's only on hovering here. I guess I can make it even more precise, so it would be, I mean, the text would pop up only if your cursor is like precisely on top of the screen. Okay, I think I will have to check how it is done in Diablo. So yeah, what would Diablo do? That's my basic question. Well, so let's quickly have a look how item captions work there. Yeah, so I have some Diablo using Vine here. So let's have a look. Here's my, yeah, not very nice place. So let's go somewhere here and just grab something. So when I'm moving, alright. The thing is, I'm not exactly sure what a tile in Diablo is. I mean, I can't know the exact coordinates, obviously, but I can observe the range here at which it is highlighted, and I think it's pretty much it's either a square or a round, and yes, I guess that's a square. It feels like one placed. Yeah, I guess so. That would be fine if I will just highlight. Oh, this would be fine if I would just highlight the item when the cursor is hovering over the whole tile. So, well, basically the approach I've just made is fine. Right, so that was surprisingly easy. So highlight and draw item name. Oh, highlighting. Right. So draw item name. So let me just split it to several. Done. And now I want to highlight it when it's hovered. Just, well, for a nice thing. So to do that, I think I would have to alter somehow the sprite drawing. And moreover, it's the sprite batch. Wow. So I think this might be harder than it sounds, because I would have to have some mechanism to do some tweaks or changes to the sprites. And I mean, I can use this mechanic in a lot of other places, like for instance having some mobs of different colors, so I can like highlight the same sprite with different sort of skins, which are, well, the colors. It's like in Diablo you have this little how they're called, those little things, god damn it, I forgot, the Devil Kin or something like that. The Fallen, yeah, the Fallens. So when you just start playing in Act 1, the Fallens are like they have red skin. When you move slightly further, there are new mobs which actually share the sprite with Fallens, but they are called differently. Something like I can't even remember. And they have blue skin, so basically the very same sprite, but the skin is blue. So I think I can have this mechanic to like constantly change some color in a sprite. Yeah, and I can use it here for highlighting. And for that, yeah, need color changing mechanic. Right. So I think that's it. And yeah, periodically draw the star thing. Yeah, I guess I can do that, but for that maybe I will need some separate sprite, which is with this star, and then just play this animation forever. Just to put this sprite on top of the item. And yeah, this should do the trick. Yeah, so for that I will have to dig into Flare resources and find it, because, well, almost all of the graphics I got are from the Flare game, which is the free liber open source RPG, action RPG Flare. Right, so I guess items are kinda done at this point at very basic level. I mean, it's still almost like before, but, well, a bit better. So I think I can do something more today. So do I need... because yeah, I don't need this crap anymore. Right, so of course I would have to rigorously test that by playing the actual game that I have the tiny map that I've modeled. Like to play it several times in a row to see if there are any glitches. But yeah, that's for later. And yeah, I wanted to do something with the player system here. Yeah, right here. So move that code to mob system. Alright, so it draws a text for a mob. So can I have those as separate? Yeah, I can have this as a separate thing, I guess. So I can do that now. Yeah, so I already have a flat here, so this just begs to go into separate function. So let's go. So that's not strictly related to items, but anyway, that's the refactoring that just asks to be made. Right, so do I need this commented code? Okay, and that's... Yeah, I was testing tracking action, I guess, so I don't really need to do that anymore. Alright. So how was that called? Draw mob toolbar. Yeah, that's the nice name for a function. Okay, and obviously render, because we are drawing stuff. Yeah, which is weird. No, I mean, so I'm calling that into places. Now first I'm not target return cursor. So this obviously, this condition that entity is not player entity, it should go here. Oh, and by the way, I can draw the health bar for a player, but that would be the different health bar. That's the one that's kind of central in the game UI. Okay, so I do need this check here, but do I need it here? Draw more plus target. So I guess last target could not be player, right? Let's have a look. Last target. So yeah, so here set up last target to target. Yeah, so here is this check. If target is not equals to player entity. So I guess I'm fine here actually. If entity well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. So right. So I will only need this check here. Alright. I guess I will even commit that as the separate refactoring, because it's not that hard. Right, so where was I? The health bar, right. So I will call render right off, and then just copy that crap. Let's have a look at the code here. No, and the indent is much less, which is nice. So entity, do I need to let bind it here? I'm not entirely sure. Perhaps I do need to do that. Yeah, I think I do. Okay, so then lambda with mob entity with HP of entity will let text width. So we calculate width again. We calculate the bar width. Current HP. What is? I think current HP is from with HP macro. Alright. Yeah, maximum on current. And then name offset. Display width. Alright, we do need display width here. So I guess can just, oh, god damn it. Player system, I guess I can, I mean I should have this with system config options, display width. Do I need display height though? Display height, no, I guess I don't. So I guess I can even put that inside the lambda itself, right? Because I'm not calling this very often. Namely, I'm calling this like once per frame, so yeah, I can do that. Anyway, so I do need display width, then with mod, blah blah blah, we calculate the stuff, the bar width, the name of set, for some reason truncated by 2, yeah, anyway. So now we draw the filled rectangle with some hard-coded colors, of course, as we always do. Y52, what is even 52? Oh, it's Y2, it's the width of that thing. Let's maybe have it unhard-coded just here. So wait, and there is 24, which is, oh my god, that's a lot of hard code. Yeah, okay, I will leave it be as it is for now. And then we draw text and set name. So name should be mob's name, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm in the same file. Yeah, okay, so name it is. Right. I guess I can make it something like that. And then here. And then this one. Oops. Okay, so that's my draw mob help bar. No, I guess I should maybe split those parameters for brevity to, well, that's the last one is colored. Yeah, right. Just as it was before. Oh no, wait a sec. Yeah, just like that. And then draw text, font color X, Y, flags, text. Yeah, not very nice. So I don't know. Name offset 26. Yeah, I will leave it like that. So that's it. That's my draw mode helper. So I do have render. So I guess everything is in order here. Yeah, I don't have any warnings. Okay. So now it rightfully belongs to mob system, and I can use it. Oh, wait a sec. Can I use it in my player system? I mean, for that, the file of player system should depend on mob system, and it does. Okay, cool. So here, right. So I don't really need this stuff. Yeah, this stuff, it's all been replaced in the, I mean, factored out to separate function. So I can just do that, draw not bar, last target, and renderer, and then let's mouse press P. So here I should have this check about player. So unless equals target to the player entity, I guess I should have it as the variable here somewhere. System look nil by return entity, I guess, with system slots, or yeah, entity. So unless equals target entity, then we draw it. Okay. So I can even remove the to-do because I've already done that. Yeah, compile that, and then compile that. One more entity. Oh, yeah, okay. So I guess I'm out of scope for an entity here. Yeah, I'm out of scope. How do I even go without crap? I guess I can just call player entity, which is crappy way, but I mean it's not very good on performance, but this method is huge anyway, so I won't bother optimizing the performance right now. So if equals target player entity, we do that. Oh yeah, the renderer. Yay, no warnings. So let's have a look if that even works. Oh, and I guess for that I will need to have the mob. Yeah, right. So I really need to shut that down. So let's wait. Yeah, okay. Come on. So I guess I'll go here and return my mob back. That one. Okay, and yep, it works. So it's all fine. A lot of debug printing and debug stuff happening, and yet it all works. So it dropped a health potion. Let's try and take that. Yay, it works. Let's try and take this one. Yeah, cool. Okay, so that all is very cool. So I guess at that I'm done with the new actions API. At least I have the basic initial version for that. So I can just now a bit optimize them maybe, and then just document them and finally commit them. So yeah, that again might take a couple of more weeks. Right, so at that for today I'm done with the items, so their work as expected, which is fine. And I even refactored a bit of the code in player system, which is a cool thing too. So yeah, I guess that's all for today. So thanks very much for watching. Take part in a Lisp Game Jam if you want, but I urge you to. So yeah, that's all. Take care and goodbye.